What up, YouTube, YouTube, YouTube? Alright, this is like for beginners, novices, or pros, or whatever. I'm going to go through a lot of different steps. I'm going to call this segment, and you're going to get a bunch of videos. I'm calling it Sample School. And I'm just going to go from like the beginning, my theory on sampling. And if you're a beginner, you're trying to get into the sampling thing and making beats, then this is for you. I'm not showing screenshots because I want you to learn, start from the core. At some point there will be screenshots, but in the beginning it's all about your ear. It's all about your ear, and it's all about the creativity in here. So your ear and your mind. So let's start there. Now, first thing is sampling. One of the first forms of sampling was looping. A lot of people to this day, or nowadays, thinking that looping is cheating. It's no rules to this shit. It's hip hop no matter what. Back in the day, we used to find good loops and rock drum beats under them, and sometimes add other instrumentation. Sometimes just run drum beats under a loop, and just finding that rare loop. It's still hip hop. It's still music making. It's still getting it in. So the first thing I'm gonna go over is loop. So let's find a loop. That's a good loop right there. And we went over this before in older videos of mine years ago, but let's refresh. One of the best things you can do is learn how to count your beats. So let's count this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we can go right back to the beginning, and that would be a perfect loop. So, for the sake of this example, I'm going to take 8. Alright. So I'm going to catch the first 8 bars. 8 beats, that is. So what I did was I captured it into the Renaissance, and now I'm gonna make a perfect loop out of it. Let's listen to it. So I got it. I'm gonna keep it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna normalize it so it can be louder, so you can hear what's going on. So let's play it out. So first thing you want to do is you want to start, getting your trim right. So my stop point. Hit the loop button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So now I need to adjust my end point. Now let's see if I got a perfect loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So there we go. We got a perfect loop. So I'm discard the rest because I don't need it. So now I got this perfect loop. Now, the cool thing about some of the samplers and some of the days equipment should be able to do this, and even if you got a 2000 XL, it can do this. What I'm saying is, I counted out the beats, so there's 8 beats. So you can go to your time stretch mode and get the tempo. So for instance, if I go to my process and I go to time stretch, I'm going to put in that this is 8 beats. It's already set to 8 beats by default. This is 58.9 beats, BPMs. 58.9. Alright? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go old school on this one. I'm going to take this sample, I'm going to drag it to a pad. This is how I used to make beats back in the day. Not using the MPC though, but taking my loops and then matching them up with drum breaks. So let's get a drum break. And take in mind, it's just for example. So I'm not trying to do the most perfect thing. Just trying to get you the gist of it. So remember our tempo, 58.9. Most equipment, most DAWs and stuff like that, you should be able to calculate your beats. And time stretching is a big thing now. So even software, you should be able to get that stuff done. And if you match your times up, you won't have no problems. So let's find a drum loop. Alright, let's do this one. And I'm going to count for 8. So 8 is my count. So let's just do an 8 count. So I'm sample record. Alright, I'm ready. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got plenty. So let's listen to what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool. I can keep it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so on the 9 is where it will come back to the 1. So let's adjust our start point and adjust my end point. I'm going to count this out. Hopefully I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay. I know where I need to be now. Now, granted, I am looking, but I don't have to, because back in the day, we had to listen to it by ear. And I still got to listen to it by ear to make sure that it's on point. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Alright, perfect loop. So process it, discard that. So, I'm also going to normalize it like I did the last one. Alright, so this is 8 beats as well. Again, if you have an MPC or any software that can time stretch, that can time stretch by calculating the beats, you can do this. MPC 2000 XL, MPC 2500, all your latest MPC 1000, all that, you can do this. Alright? If you got the studio, you got the REN, and you may even be able to do it in Machine. I don't rock with the Machine like that, but I know you can do it in Ableton. So it's simple. Alright? So I already normalized it. So now what I need to do is I'm going to go to my time stretch. 8 beats, and this is 79. Alright? So I got two options. I can time stretch this and make this the tempo of the sample. I can make the sample the tempo of the beat, or I can make them meet somewhere in the middle. Meaning, this is 79, the original sample, the other sample is 58.9, I believe. We shall see. It's 58.9. So, almost 20 BPMs apart. So, 1 is 79. Let's go for an even 80. So, I'm going to make my new tempo 80. Hit do it, let it calculate it. Alright, so that's done. So now my drum beat is pretty much almost there. But I'm still going to do it anyway, just for good measure. Make this an even 80, hit do it. This going to be fast because it's just going one beat. Great. So I'm going to take this drum beat and drag it to pad 2. And I'm only doing this for the sake of so there you have it. So there you have it. Once they have the same beat and tempo, they'll play together perfectly. Alright. So now that we're on looping and just taking a loop, I'm going to take it one step further and then we'll end this part of the lesson. Alright. So I'm going to go to my sample edit. Original sample. That's a 2-beat loop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you can do a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you get the point. So another cool thing you can do inside the MPC, this is just a bonus for people who use the MPC. Alright, I'm going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Now the third portion I'm going to take out. This is 3 right here. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. So I can come to the third beat. Now remember, this is an 8 beat, but I'm gonna make it a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So this is an 8 beat. I'm gonna cut it in half, but I'm gonna cut out the middle and still have a perfect loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Alright, so now I'm going to adjust my endpoint to where I think I need it to be, and I'll know if it's a perfect loop. So that's a perfect loop. So I decided to take the middle. And the cool thing about the MPC and some other things is I can take that center portion and I can just take that and make that its own sample. Meaning I can process it and I can extract it. I'm glad this is on YouTube because you can rewind it back if you're missing anything, if I'm going too fast. So I'm going to extract this, which made me another sample of this. Alright, that loop right there. But the cool part I like about the MPC is not only can I extract, I can delete that. I may do it. Now that portion is deleted, but what it did was it put the other ones together. How cool is that? So it took out the middle and so I took the first two beats in the beginning and the last two beats at the end and put them together. How cool is that? So guess what? So now that I got that, now the cool thing is, even though they're shorter, the tempo is still the same. So right, let's listen to this one. Alright, so I can drag this to a pad. I'm gonna drag this to the pad because the first one, right? So I'm gonna drag this one to this pad, right? So check this out. So there you have it. You can have loops and still make things sound unique and things sound special. Just by doing the loop, you can freak it. So technically I kind of cut the sample and I kind of chopped it in a way, but I still just made a loop. And you can make dope stuff using loops. So think outside the box, but think inside the box. Don't restrict yourself with all these rules. So there we go. Next one will be on some chopping techniques and or whatever else. But I'm gonna delve into this sampling thing because it's so deep, and I'm gonna show you a whole lot of different sampling techniques. Hopefully this helped you out. Peace.